Howdy, howdy, Frosty510 here, and I've got a review of Zenith Skyblock. So, as opposed to the regular Skyblock, you start at the very bottom of the world. So you can try to get to the top, basically. And rebuild the world and all that jazz. And it's very challenging. I did it softcore naturally because hardcore is just ridiculous. But I started with corruption on one side and then lava slimes on the other. It was just dying because everything was ash block, and it meant that when I tried to create like a little cave, it fell and killed me. And that was really hard to just wrangle. Eventually I wrangled it and built a house, and you know, you do the slime stuff and everything's slime, and you know, you just farm and farm and farm and farm and farm. And then eventually you destroy the entire thing so that nothing spawns that's evil, and then suddenly squirrels and rabbits spawn you could eat, because the whole time you're starving to death. Yes, you can turn what are they? The rotted fruit chunks into food. I think I've eaten them all. But, you know, it is what it is. Vertebrae and fruit chunks you can make your food out of to survive, but you'll just die so often, you won't even worry about it. If you're doing this hardcore, I highly don't recommend it. And the reason... Okay, I just generally don't recommend Zenith Skyblock. For one reason. Now, you know, the hard work and toil of making your Skylinator as opposed to your elevator, it's a lot of work. So you have to use all your ash, you use huge amounts of slime blocks, lots of ropes. You can always buy ropes from the merchant, so that's not too bad. You get a lot of money. I got 2 platinum, so it's like, you know, you'll have plenty of money. I got a marble area, got a granite area. You know, as you explore, yeah, you'll find there's like a hidden thing. Sure, great, amazing. But the problem is that on Zenith, you're on legendary difficulty. Everything will kill you incredibly fast. There really is not much you can do about that. And the reward for all of your hard work is that you get skyboxed. So you just have the darkness of the sky. You do not get the nice little in-between part between underground and sky. You just get, your surface is always dark. You do not get the day, you do not get a sunrise, you do not get any of the niceness of Terraria as a reward for your hard work. It's now, is it just a question of you have to get, you know, dirt, put dirt down and stuff? Maybe. We try wood. No, it's not. So yeah, you're robbed. You're robbed of the payoff. Is how I feel about Zenith Skyblock. That I just wanted the payoff at the end. I really was motivated by the idea that eventually I'll get the sky. I'll get to see the sun. All this hard work, toiling, dying, fighting. And I'm just like, just all this farming. I think, well, let me just stand here for a bit. So all this hard work, what weapons have I got? I got the KO cannon, I've got platinum stuff, sharp tentacle spike. The best weapon I got in the game, I got it right at the start, the sharp tentacle spike. That was one of the earliest things I got, and because it does a bleed damage thing, it's really, really effective. You got rock candy. Let's just go back to base. I don't. I mean, yeah, there's some fun to be had in the challenge, but overall, I actually don't think the mix is right. When you call it, you select Zenith. The problem is just a few things. So Remix obviously destroys the world. Don't Starve is irrelevant, and I will say that the whole fact that you're starving to death is kind of just it's barely annoying because I'm dying so often it doesn't matter. Like occasionally, oh, I gotta eat. Like you see in the top left, there's a screen that says like 10 seconds until I'm hungry, and then you have 8 minutes until you start taking damage from not eating, and they're like, oh, I just eat a rock candy. And rock candies obviously only spawn once you killed everything on your island and destroyed it, which is kind of, yeah, it's kind of not nice. You can get cloud stuff and make a new cloud at the top. I just don't. You have to rebuild the world, but the world is so aggressive on Zenith. The legendary difficulty means that the enemy spawns is just unbelievable, and it really. There's no room for error. There's no room for... You have to build in a way that's much more intelligent than the way I built, basically. You need to be super hyper efficient, and then maybe you'll have some room for stuffing around. Yeah, and then I got these terrible walls everywhere too. All this gooey walls. I gotta get rid of, but it's like, I can't be bothered. The house was nice. I didn't mind putting this together. That was overcoming the challenge. Probably the best part. The becoming super hyper efficient with the getting rid of the middle platforms and just having rope and going up was pretty lame. I tried to do minecarts, and you die in the darkness. So the one big thing you're fighting against the entire time, why you can't just put ropes and just go up or down, if say you're doing that, is there's darkness that kills you if you're in it too long, which is not long at all. So if you do like a minecart up, you'll just die. You have to have light, and you have to keep putting light down, otherwise you'll die. So that's why I've just got so many torches the whole way, because it's just pitch black. From a certain point, probably about like here, it's pitch black. You just have to put torches, otherwise you die. So it makes climbing a lot slower, but if you just use ropes and you don't use platforms, then you're fine. But I used platforms, so I had enemies spawning and killing me all the time, and I did it the way that was not smart. But at the same time, putting these down the farm things, putting areas for mobs to spawn so they have somewhere to spawn, made it somewhat interesting, because otherwise it's not interesting to just build a sky thing and then to get up there and it's just darkness. I hate that it's just darkness. That's all I wanted was the sun. That was the whole point. You go from underground, you're battling all your way to the top. I know regular remix, which is the one that's destroying it, is not good, because at the top is corruption or crimson, and it's genuinely shit. That your reward for hard work from going from the bottom to the top is just shit. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, smoke. Yeah, you don't want these platforms obviously because enemies spawn on them, but I was jumping up. I didn't have all this rope straight away, so. Yeah. Do I recommend this Zenith Skyblock to anyone? No, I don't. And it's not this is challenging so you can overcome it and be cool. No, I don't think the payoff is worth it. I just do not think that getting to the top and it being dark all the time is worthwhile. It's just lame. And there's so much hours of farming and stuff, it's like... Yeah. My armor is accessories. I've got only 3. I could have put some of the depth meter stuff on, but I have ancient shadow stuff. I mean, yeah, I die because I got no defense. But it's not like you can... It's not like anything platinum stuff's any better. He had a bunch of dart traps. I can't set them up. I have no mechanic. So, I know there's some fundamental things I don't understand about how Skyblock works. That people on PC who had the, you know, different secret seed and all that stuff have experimented and know a lot more. I totally get that. But I think that's where I'm coming from my perspective. As someone who's just on console, just booted up this Zenith Skyblock after trying each of the secret things and, I mean, each of the modifiers. It's not, I don't feel like it's worth it. I don't know if there's a bit I'm missing where you completely dominate, but I feel like Zenith means you're on legendary difficulty, which makes it really hard to dominate until you like unbelievably giga setup. So I think probably just don't bring a new character in and you'll be fine. That would be my recommendation. Don't bring a new character in because it's just suffering. But maybe, you know how to play the game a lot better. Wouldn't surprise me. And so that makes a difference. But even then, the remix ruins it. Because remix, although starting from the bottom seems like an interesting concept, it just ruins it. It completely ruins it because the top is gutted. You do not have the nice part of the whole point of the freaking game. Let's just keep going up. Let's keep going up. Now that we're out of the darkness, we can just like... spawn some harpies and they insta-kill me. So I killed in the darkness there too. Yeah. I feel like maybe X-ray vision, if it got rid of the darkness, would make this a little more tolerable, but... I've got a torch, I do. Whee! Yeah, so that's my thoughts. First here with a bit of a thoughts and feelings. Feelings, it was mostly frustration, but there was some enjoyment in conquering some of the challenges. But I know there's like a secret shimmer and all sorts of stuff. I know that, but I don't have the good part, the nice bit, and it's kind of like, it's like shit. Tell me, what am I missing? But I think just regular Skyblock would be a million times better. But obviously it has its own challenges. But maybe Skyblock is just not nearly as good as just playing a normal mode. And that's like the reality of it. Because it's not like Minecraft Skyblock where you have one block and you're destroying that block to get the next block. You have that sort of variability. Here it's very much, they have sort of intended ways for you to progress with certain mobs in different levels dropping different items, but it just doesn't. The fact that my best weapons were early and then never again did I get any decent weapons. Like maybe you could argue about the bone sword, but then it's like I got the sharp tentacle spike in the lowest area, and then yeah, I think remix ruins the progression of Skyblock. So yeah, it's really just if you're gonna do it, don't do Zenith, just pick the mods you want. Get rid of Remix. Remix is so bad. Legendary difficulty, I haven't done any bosses. There's no way I could do any of them. I tried a King Slime, knocked it down like a third of its health, but then it's just, I was battling it in the Sky Lenado thing. It's just like, yeah. With my wet noodle, my godly KO cannon. Yeah. So, tell me what I'm missing. Where is the joy to be found? Where's the extra joy that I missed in this experience? Because I've conquered the hard part, and I'm making this in the stream so you can check the VODs. But honestly, I think I'm cooked on this one. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough of this adventure. But tell me if I missed something. Apart from the shimmer stuff, I know there's a shimmer. I don't care. The part where you turn it around and dominate, I suppose I'm totally missing. Because there's no dungeon. You gonna make a dungeon? There's no jungle? Do you have to make a jungle? I never found mud blocks. None of the slimes had mud. yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm like, don't do it. But like, not as it is it's too hard, but as in you'll find a way to get through it. But then at the same time, the payoff isn't worth it. That's the problem. Tell me what's the payoff. And yeah, from 5 to 5, 10, like and subscribe. Catch you next time. Bye.